Alright lads, so coming straight off the BANKAI live, and we got a lot of news and exciting news to talk about today, and more so about the second round of the Burn the Witch collaboration coming in less than a week's time actually. So sit back, relax, and we're about to break down all the news that we did get for the Burn the Witch round 2 collaboration. So the first thing to talk about and the most exciting part is the new character coming to Bleach Brave Souls, and yes, it does appear that it is Bruno. Who is surprised at this point? We all expected it. What we didn't expect though was the lack of a second character. So yes lads, this unfortunately is a one character banner. Now lucky for us, Noel and Nini have been confirmed to be in the filler pool, but besides that, that's all we really know about the banner, which we'll talk about more so in a minute. Now Bruno for the most part is looking like a very exciting character in terms of his kit. SA2 looks to be 960, SA3 looks to be a 1200 full screen, and his SA1 currently is a bit undecided on what it currently is. It could be a 3000 length beam, or it could also just be a 40% range collision pushback attack. It isn't really clear right now what exactly his strong attack 1 could be, but either way, he's already looking like a solid character and definitely on his way to be one of the better characters, better power characters in the game, actually, because yes, he is a power character. Now, I do want to give a massive shout out to Riddler over on Reddit for breaking down the gameplay and analyzing the gameplay. That's something I couldn't personally do this time, and he's broken down some of the skills this character might actually have. So the first thing to talk about is that Bruno does appear to have 12% recharge built into the character. It is currently unknown if this is his soul trait or a skill. Either way, the main thing to take away from this is that he does have recharge, further hinting at the fact that he is going to be an SP character. Secondly, we have 3 confirmed skills, that being 20% Bruiser, 40% Berserker, and 40% Devastation. Now, this is important for the main reason because, again, Berserker being higher than Bruiser further pointing to the character being an SP character, but then this also potentially means that he's only going to have Frenzy +1 and Berserker +40, which by all means isn't bad. But we are in a meta nowadays where characters are getting Frenzy +2. So I was honestly expecting this type of character, Bruno, who is going to be on the, who should be on the level of the 6th anniversary character, and Aaroniero, for example. I honestly believe he should have gotten Frenzy +2. Now there is still a chance he can get that, and the main reason for that is because even though he has 40% Berserker, it doesn't necessarily mean that he got 40% Berserker as a skill. There is a possibility that he could have had a team party buff, a 20% strong attack damage soul trait, for example, and also maybe even full stam, and that could be the case. And if we are going under the impression that this character could be maybe designed for arena, 20% strong attack damage as a soul trait doesn't seem far off, and it could further hint that he might actually come with Frenzy +2 for normal PvE content, or if KLab are going the full route and making this character designed for arena, I wouldn't be surprised if his level 10 ability in arena does give him Frenzy +2. Either way, this character is definitely going to be more insane than what we currently know of the character. Some people have been saying the character might have bombardment, but the 40% devastation kind of disproves that. But at the same time, he might be the first character in the game to have bombardment with 40% devastation. Who knows? I don't think that's going to be the case. But the main thing to take away from this is that the character does appear to be an SP character. It's very hard to tell if he does have Frenzy +2 or even Flurry, for example, because the gameplay they showed was very, very bad. He one-shot everything for the most part, and you can't really tell entirely what skills he does have. So we'll find out in a couple of days' time. But the main thing to note from this gameplay and from Riddler's description is that this character does appear to be an SP character. Moving away from the gameplay, now let's talk about the news that we did get. The first thing to talk about is the quality life updates that was already announced. So personally, I would have preferred if KLab held out this announcement for the live stream. That would have been way more exciting to, you know, see 5 times epic raids instead of just seeing it on Discord. But yet they just talked about the stuff that we already knew, 5 times epic raids. The requirement to unlock epic raid is being lowered, the quest schedule is changing, and the difficulty and rewards are going to see a revamp. They then also mentioned the daily limited quests changing to weekly quests, and then they also did talk about the 100 summon tickets that we will be able to use at once in the future. To my knowledge, I don't think they ever told us that it was going to be 100 times summon tickets. I believe it was, they just mentioned that you could use more than 10 at a time. So it's nice to see 100. This is going to make summon streams more fun when I'm using like 1,000 Brave Soul summon tickets. And it's also going to be a time saver when trying to go through like 10,000 premium tickets. So very appreciative of this qualitative update that should be coming out potentially by the end of the year. So no date still, just stuff that we already know. What we didn't know though was the new event that we are getting on the 11th of October alongside the new banner. And the main thing to take away from this is that it is based off the anime. So if you don't know, the Burn the Witch event that we had last year was based off the one-shot. This one is based off the anime, and that's why you can see Bruno and Macy. The other thing to know here is that we can actually get an Osushi familiar by completing the event orders, and if you look close enough, that does appear to be a new Osushi familiar, allowing us that did play the event last year to get our hands on a new familiar, in this case Osushi with wings. So kind of cool, excited for that. Now, one thing that wasn't mentioned here was the special move source. This isn't confirmed, but again, it is still very likely that we are going to get either a heart or technique special move source for this event, and we'll find out which one it will be when the event does get announced in game and it's data mined by Soldex or Hiken. In addition to that, I do want to mention the timing of this event, since it does drop on the 11th. We are still, keep in mind, scheduled a mid-month banner, and we should, alongside with that mid-month banner, get another point event. So technically, with this collaboration, we're getting an extra event this month, therefore potentially getting more odds, which is kind of cool. Not really sure why they did it like this. The timing is terrible, and we're gonna have 2 point events to farm at the same time. Really hoping this point event's similar to the anniversary one, and by that it gives us more points. If that's the case, that's going to be a must farm, and you definitely want to try and get your hands on the 4 bonus characters that might be featured in the bonus pool. After that, we have the Cons Burn the Witch Challenge Quiz Epic Raid, so kind of exciting to have extra content to play around with. The most important thing here, though, is that you can get your hands on the Osushi familiar that was featured in the last year's event. So if you missed out on that, don't worry, Caleb have you covered, and you can still get your hands on that pair and play the Burn the Witch quiz, which is kind of exciting, just something extra to do in the meantime other than a point event. Now, this, I believe, doesn't really give that many orbs, if any, but it's something extra to do, and it allows some of you new players out there to get your hands on the pet that you might have missed last year, which personally I didn't think was actually going to return. So very excited to see this actually happen for you new players out there. And then after that, they mentioned the new arena starting from the 16th of October and the Osushi Present Bonanza. Now, the Osushi Present Bonanza is going to be very similar to the Jinta and Uru daily quest that we got for the anniversary. Essentially, just do the quest once a day, and you can get some Braceol Summon tickets, Golden Summon tickets, Soul tickets, and Golden Link Slot potions. Personally, I want the Soul tickets to actually play the game more, but yeah, you do this once a day, you get 1 reward a day. Pretty cool stuff. Now, the arena one was actually kind of a surprise, because why would they announce a new arena? We know it's coming. A new arena season isn't anything too special, but they did mention that it is going to be Burn the Witch themes, so therefore the map and the enemies might be Reverse London and Dragons. That would be kind of cool, and since it is going to be a special arena season, I'm kind of hoping the rewards are actually increased too, giving us an extra reason to play arena. But overall, I'm actually very excited about this arena announcement, considering that I do actually like playing arena. Seeing arena get spiced up every 2 weeks is actually kind of cool, and if we do get a Reverse London map, I'm definitely going to appreciate that, and I'm really hoping the rewards are actually better this season and giving you lads a reason to play arena, because I know not everyone currently does enjoy arena. After that, we got a surprise announcement of Burn the Witch Round 3 is actually happening. Now, this is kind of exciting for the most part, because I do like to see more Burn the Witch banners. But fun enough, I was actually annoyed at this announcement for the most part, because Round 2 is a 1-character banner. And you know, if Round 2 is a 1-character banner, it's very likely that Round 3 will also be a 1-character banner. And I was kind of annoyed at that, because when Round 2 initially got announced with it just being Bruno, I came to the conclusion that maybe they just can't do Macy. Maybe they just can't do Balgo or Billy Banks, and that's why we only got Bruno. But it does appear they can do them, and they just chose to separate them into 1-character banners, because I am under the assumption that Round 3, whenever that does drop potentially next year, it is going to be a 1-character banner. Personally, I think it's going to be Macy and Cinderella. Now, you might jump at Caleb's neck on them being greedy and just releasing 1-character banners, but personally, I do believe the reason for this is to space out the excitement of limited time banners. As we know right now, Thousand Year Blood War is currently on a hiatus. We can't get any more manga characters, and in the meantime, Caleb needs to fill that dry period with exciting banners like Burn the Witch and Spirits Are Here With You. If we got a 2-character banner for Round 2, that would have meant that we'd get no more Burn the Witch banners for the most part. So with them spacing out the characters, potentially giving us a 3rd round with a 3rd character, it would then mean we have something to look forward to going forward into the future, outside of just Spirits Are Here With You. If that kind of makes sense, hopefully it does. But at the same time, it then means you know for a fact Bruno, Noel, and Nini will return in a 3rd round with the 4th character. So if you, for some reason, want to skip this Round 2 banner, then you could wait for Round 3 and pull for all 4 of them at the same time, which wouldn't be a bad idea to do. Speaking about summoning for them, we do actually know the banner. We don't know all the information, but what we do know is that it is going to be a cycle summon. So 50 orbs for your first one, and then you're going to go up, you work you up to the 6% rate. Your 5th step, or every 5th step, the guaranteed step, is going to guarantee you a 5-star, and it's going to have an 8% rate. So overall, rate-wise, I think the banner is okay. It's very similar to last year's banner, but the most important thing that was confirmed for this banner was that Noelle and Nini will be featured as fillers. We don't know the other filler characters, but it's nice to know that Noelle, Nini, and Bruno will be in the same. But it is nice to know that Noelle, Nini, and Bruno will be in the same banner, especially for those out there that don't have Nini and Noelle. So yes, it's a 1-character banner. It might suck, but if you don't have Noelle and Nini, it's technically a 3-character banner for you, because Noelle and Nini still hold up to this day. They're still great characters, and getting dupes them is always going to be a good thing, especially because they are still rare characters to this day. This is the second time they've returned since, you know, their release 1 year ago. But other than that, lads, that was the video for today, breaking down today's BANKAI live stream and all the news that we did get for the Round 2 Burn the Witch collaboration. Very exciting stuff coming our way in a couple of days' time, and I'm definitely going down to 0 for a banner like this. I want to get my hands on Bruno, I want to get dupes of him, and hopefully we all get some good luck. We're all going to need it, because it is going to be technically a 1-character banner, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. In a couple of days' time, we will get the announcement of the banner and all the events and stuff like that, and we will also find out more information about Bruno and potentially see how OP he might actually be, because right now he doesn't look anything too special outside of strong attacks, but once we find out what skills he has, then we're going to see how truly broken this Bruno character might be. That being said though, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.